Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to a Division 2 video. Stretch Goals has gone live again at the end of the season, and we can get a bunch of good caches. And yes, the Quick Step, the Lexington, and even the Raid Exotics will be in these caches. Today I want to give you some tips and tricks to fly through all of these stretch goals. As you can see, I'm already closing into tier 200 by just claiming and doing a few stuff in game. So if you like what you see and helped you out in any way or form, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We will love to have you in the community, but without further ado, let's dive right in. What are we talking about? We're talking about, of course, stretch goals. This is the goal that will activate after level 100 within your season. When you reach level 100, another page 11 will open up, and these will give you 10 different caches and will refresh and stack up whenever you claim the 10th one. So let's fly through those caches real quick. We have an optimization cache. We of course got the stretch goals cache at level 2. We got another material cache with recalibration. We got another stretch goal cache at level 4. Then we have an exotic component cache. At level 6 we're getting another Into the Dark stretch goal cache. At level 7 an SHD calibration. At level 8 another Into the Dark stretch goal cache. To 9 go for some extra crafting materials, to then at the end at level 10 get to the prestige stretch goal cache that will give you a bigger drop chance in all of the special items and will remove some clutter. So how can we get these levels fast? First tip I can give you is to always make sure that you have your season active. This will give you an extra 10% seasonal XP, so make sure if you're claiming something or even playing the game that you have your season active. And then when you've done that, the first thing you want to do is go back to your journey and then claim every journey that you haven't claimed before, as this will give you 5500 seasonal XP, so 5.5 levels. Unfortunately, this season we could only leave open level 1, 6 and 7, but this will still, if you haven't claimed it yet, give you close to 17 levels by just claiming your journey. That is the exact same thing as for your scouts. Every single season we have the opportunity to only play the HVTs, so you can stack up the rest of the scouts to complete them at the end of the season to net you even more seasonal XP, as we have that double XP active, netting us 5000 season XP every single time that we complete the scout in this week. So if you haven't completed your scout yet, this week is the time to hunt down your scouts. And the beautiful thing is you can play it on normal, hard, challenging or heroic. This 5000 seasonal XP, these 5 caches for your stretch goals are just a completion reward, so it doesn't matter which difficulty you play it on. And then of course, to net you some more XP, we're going over to projects, and then especially the weekly SHD requisition. This project can be done on every single character, just like every project, but this is just straightforward donating materials for some extra seasonal XP, a total of 2500. You can do this on 4 different characters, netting you a total of 10,000 seasonal XP. What is another 10 free caches by just donating materials? And if you're looking for some water components and or food to donate towards this project, West Potomac Park is the place to be. If we zoom in just before Lincoln, you will see the best water spot in the game. If we go a little to the right of the safe house, you will see the best food spot in the game. If we zoom out a little bit, go all the way until the left above Lincoln, it is underneath a territory control, but this is the best spot for components. So if you need your water, your components and or your food, put your quick step on, run around, open up all the boxes and donate towards your project. The other projects that you want to keep your eye on are the weekly projects, as these will net you 2500 seasonal XP as well and can be done on all of your characters. So if you do the weekly project, plus the weekly legendary on all your characters. That is this week another 20,000 seasonal XP, another extra 20 caches. And then for the last quick and easy way how to get your stretch goal caches in fast is buying it with textiles. We have the opportunity to buy 50 caches, 50 levels with our textiles. Textiles are of course the materials that come out of your duplicate apparel caches, and if you want to buy them all, what I would recommend you to do, it will set you back 15,000 in textiles. And if you done all of that, you claimed your journey, you did your scouts, you did your projects, you claimed your 50 textile caches, you can just now run in the game and play whatever you feel comfortable with. But we would always recommend you to combine whatever you play with a priority objective, as this is just doubling down on your seasonal XP, especially this week with the double seasonal XP active. We personally like to play missions and or strongholds. If we hover over this stronghold, you can see that we're getting close to 2,000 seasonal XP by just completing a stronghold. This is a completion reward, so whatever seasonal XP you get from the mission itself is not calculated with this. Again, you can play whatever you like. If you like to play in the open world, you can do so as well, but just make sure to combine a priority objective with it. This just gives you double the season XP and you will fly through those extra levels. The only tip I can give you is just stay away from the game modes, as they take a little longer and are, in my humble opinion, not really worth it to get your extra XP in. Retaliation might be a good one to run, as you will get a decent amount for every control point you take over. But an incursion, for example, might take too long for the seasonal XP return that you get for it. What also is always a good shout is playing Conflict. Yes, it's PvP, but Conflict nets you a ton of seasonal XP as well, so you can fly through the stretch goals. And especially now with the whole PvP rework, it might be time to have a look at Conflict again. But that is pretty much it for me today. These are all my tips and tricks, but I wanna hear your opinion. What are you doing to net yourself a lot of seasonal XP and fly through all of these stretch goals? And of course, what are you hunting down? And if you got something, let us know. We would love to celebrate with you. But that's it for me today. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. Like the video if you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form. If you're new here and or you want to be updated about the Division 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. Pure Prime out.